Giuseppe Fortunino Francesco Verdi, 10th of October, 1813, 27th of January, 1901, was an Italian opera composer, widely regarded as one of the greatest opera composers of all time. His operas are noted for their powerful melodies, dramatic choruses, and insightful portrayals of human emotion. Verdi was born in Le Roncole, a small village in the Duchy of Parma. He showed an early aptitude for music and began studying with a local organist. After his father's death in 1823, Verdi moved to Busseto to live with his uncle. He continued his music studies and in 1835 was appointed organist at the town's collegiate church. In 1836, Verdi married Margherita Barezzi, the daughter of a wealthy merchant. They had 2 children together, but both died in infancy. Margherita died in 1840, leaving Verdi devastated. He fell into a deep depression and wrote no music for several years. In 1842, Verdi returned to composing with the opera Nabucco. The opera was a huge success and launched Verdi's career as one of Italy's leading composers. Over the next few years, he wrote a series of successful operas, including I Lombardi alla prima crociata, 1843, Ernani, 1844, and Attila, 1846. In 1847, Verdi traveled to Paris, where he met and fell in love with the soprano Giuseppina Strepponi. They lived together for many years, but could not marry because Verdi was still legally married to Margherita. In 1859, Verdi and Strepponi were finally able to marry, after Margherita's death. Verdi continued to write operas throughout his life. Some of his most famous operas include Rigoletto, 1851, La Traviata, 1853, Il Trovatore, 1853, Don Carlos, 1867, Aida, 1871, Otello, 1887, and Falstaff, 1893. Verdi was a complex and contradictory figure. He was a private person who enjoyed the simple life, but he was also a public figure who was deeply involved in Italian politics. He was a devout Catholic, but he also wrote operas that challenged religious orthodoxy. Verdi died in Milan in 1901 at the age of 87. He is buried in the Basilica of Santa Croce, alongside other famous Italians such as Michelangelo, Galileo, and Machiavelli. Verdi's operas continue to be performed all over the world today. They are loved by audiences for their beautiful music, dramatic stories, and powerful characters. Verdi is considered one of the most important and influential composers of all time.